Welcome to the Addicted to Crypto podcast, the one and only podcast you will ever need for all crypto-related news, technical analysis, and original humor. Today on this podcast, we will be discussing why Michael Burry has zero idea what he's talking about in regards to crypto, the World Bank denying El Salvador's request for help with the implementation of Bitcoin, and we will discuss the new investment strategy of going long anytime Elon Musk farts. And guys, before we get started here today, I do plan on releasing a new episode of this podcast every week, so please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe so you never have to miss any of my content. And first, I want to discuss the current sentiment of our market, because our fear index is at 21, so the market is extremely fearful. Now, who do you think the people are who are fearful? Because it's the people like you and me. It's the retail investors. It's not the whales that are worried. It's not the institutions that are worried. It's the single mothers and the single fathers who are just trying to get out of a financial hellhole. Those are the people who are scared. And it's scary because of the position our country has put us in financially. It's no secret that a candy bar is going to cost 10 USD at some point in the future. The main point I want to make in regards to the market sentiment being extremely fearful is that not only is it mostly retail investors who are fearful, but it's a lot of people who just don't have a lot of experience in crypto, might not have the best understanding of crypto and the technology backing it. So, and these are probably the people who are buying at the top and selling at the bottoms, right? Because of fear. Because of fear. And the truth is that you should be more fearful of our current financial system. And if you're not, do some more research, and I guarantee you will be. Now, let's get back into the Michael Burry stuff, because Michael Burry has a real hard-on for shorts, doesn't he? So if you don't know already, Michael Burry is the one, the guy from that movie, The Big Short. The movie's based after him. He's famous for betting against the housing market in 2008, right before the collapse. So what he does for a living now is makes tweets warning his followers that crypto is going to have the mother of all crashes. And then he deletes the tweet as if he's some mythical wizard. You know, I bet he's probably has a massive short in against Bitcoin right now. Or as he would say, the mother of all shorts, right? But I think the disconnect here is that he looks at crypto the same as any other market. And we all know that Bitcoin and the technology backing cryptocurrencies is far superior to Michael's measly stocks. So for that, I hope he steps on a Lego every morning for the rest of his life. Now, the World Bank has denied El Salvador's request for integrating Bitcoin as a legal tender. And their reasoning for this is that Bitcoin is not something the World Bank can support given the environmental and transparency shortcomings. Because obviously the World Bank is more concerned with who Satoshi Nakamoto is rather than the revolutionary and life-changing technology that's providing real-world solutions. You know, the World Bank has obviously missed the boat on this one, guys, and they simply don't realize that Bitcoin is the biggest economic breakthrough of all time. I mean, imagine if a country had invested into Bitcoin 5 years ago, just based on the fundamentals, right? Based off the technology that works, and the idea that, hey, maybe this can make our lives a little bit easier. Could you imagine the standing that that country would currently be in compared to the rest of the world? I mean, what if it was a country like Haiti, you know, after dealing with natural disasters and political instability, like Bitcoin could have helped pull their country back together. So if you don't understand the power that Bitcoin has, then do some more research and you will eventually understand why Bitcoin doesn't need us, but why we need Bitcoin. Now, guys, when it comes to Elon Musk, unfortunately, the markets continue to move anytime he tweets about crypto. He even recently tweeted about an obscure shitcoin called Cumrocket with going to the moon emojis, and the coin went parabolic. So we are in strange times, ladies and gentlemen. We are in strange times in the cryptocurrency markets. Now let's talk about the charts, more specifically Bitcoin. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, the death cross has been completed. We have crossed. And for those who don't know, a death cross is when our short-term 50-day moving average crosses below our 200-day moving average. And the opposite of this is what's called a golden cross. Now, we have seen Bitcoin take colossal size shits after a death cross. We've also seen Bitcoin go up after a death cross. A significant difference now compared to back then is that there is a lot of institutional money that is now involved in this market. We didn't have the institutional money like we do now back then. At the last major death crosses, which was essentially the end of our bull runs, right? So maybe it's a non-factor. We'll see. But regardless, it is a massive indication, an indicator on our chart, and it's not to be ignored. So it's happening. We're aware of it. We're watching out for some price action to occur from this, whether that's up or down, this coming week. And right now, Bitcoin is trading between 35K and 42K. So my thoughts are is if Bitcoin continues to test the $35,000 level, I feel like we will fall through it. And I know many people are ready for the market to get back on track, but Rome wasn't built in one day, right? So we just have to be patient with good old Bitcoin. And if we do not see a crash after this death cross, then I personally take that as a sign that Bitcoin is starting to evolve into a more stable investment such as gold or the S&P 500. Obviously a long way to go, right? But if we had the same market cap as gold, then I'm sure we would be fairly stable. Bitcoin would also be worth $1 million, I think. So my coin highlight of the week is Cardano. Cardano is an amazing project created by the OG Charles Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson, who was one of the co-founders of Ethereum. So Cardano is very similar to Ethereum in that they both utilize smart contracts, and they both use proof of stake, will be using proof of stake blockchains. Ethereum is transitioning over to the proof of stake. So Cardano is integrating smart contracts this summer with their Goguen update. So this is going to allow dApps, or decentralized apps, if you're not familiar with that lingo. This will allow dApps, decentralized apps, to be built on the Cardano network. The same way Ethereum and Polkadot or any other smart contract crypto network has a lot of apps built on it. Smart contracts haven't been released yet for Cardano, so that being said, we do not have any dApps yet. So, this is a huge step in the evolution of Cardano. It really is. So the native token for Cardano is called ADA. And ADA can be staked for around 5% interest, either on the Daedalus wallet or the Yoroi wallet. So I used to use the Daedalus wallet, and I really do like it. However, it is strictly a desktop wallet, and the Yoroi wallet does have mobile capability. So I switched over to the Yoroi wallet. You can stake in the same exact pools. Okay, so what this means is the 5% that you make for staking is actually paid to you in ADA, straight to your wallet. So the wallet's connected to one of the stake pools that you choose. You just choose one stake pool, your wallet's connected to it, and you actually get rewarded for holding ADA. So pretty simple, guys. Like, in order to stake, you simply download one of these wallets, join one of the stake pools that are available, and get paid. Get paid ADA. So those are the 3 steps right there. I think the Cardano project will be a project that you look back on and wish you invested a lot more in. And this is just because of the fundamentals, the scalability, I should say. Now, another honorable mention is EOS, also known as Ultra. So Ultra is a blockchain-based decentralized video game platform for both video game developers and gamers. So there is a lot of incentive for these video game developers to use this platform. What happens is when video game developers create a new video game, a lot of their profits get taken by third parties. So this would eliminate that. The same way that DeFi is eliminating the third-party bank when it comes to financing. So there's also going to be financial incentives for the gamers as well. So there is financial incentives for both sides of this. There's a lot of financial incentives all around. And currently, UOS does sit around 50 cents and has seen some massive gainers lately, despite, the market really getting shit on. So this is a crypto to definitely keep on your radar. My favorite place to purchase UOS is on KuCoin. So guys, thank you for listening in to the first episode of the Addicted to Crypto podcast. Stay tuned for next week for the next episode.